Hi guys, I'm so excited to be here this week. This week I'm doing a series of videos about books that my husband and I use in our marriage to help us better the marriage and get through the rough patches, the conflicts, the arguments, the things that sometimes it makes you really wonder what you signed up for. If you've been married more than 3 months, you know already that marriage is not easy every day. It's not happiness and rainbows every single day. And sometimes you do need help to get you through those rough patches. And there are tools that we can use to help us through those rough patches. You don't have to try to sit there and figure it out on your own. Sometimes people don't want to go out for therapy, don't want to really talk about it to your pastor. You're not sure if you should talk to your friends about it because you just kind of don't want to put your dirty laundry on blast. And that's okay. There are some things, some tools, some books that you can use at home to help you just kind of handle your business in-house. And when you get used to handling your conflicts a little better, then maybe you'll be encouraged, as I have been encouraged, to share those tools and those strategies and methods that you learn with other couples around you. So this week's series of videos is just about those books that my husband and I have used. So today is day one, and the first book that I want to share with you all is the book that my husband and I have been using for the longest amount of time. And we actually started using this book before we got married, which is appropriate since the book is entitled Saving Your Marriage Before It Starts, 7 Questions to Ask Before and After You Get Married. And this is what the book looks like, you guys. It's by Drs. Les and Leslie Parrott. They are wonderful, wonderful people. They have been doing this for a very long time. They're both psychologists and marriage counselors, and they've been working together as a team for a really, really long time. The book comes with 2 workbooks, one for the ladies and one for the fellas. And the reason why I really, really love this book series is because you get professional help without leaving your house, number one. I tend to be very private. So, like, even right now, it's actually, I'm nervous doing the YouTube videos, or at least I started out nervous doing the YouTube videos, but the more I've done them, the more comfortable I've become. But when it comes to my personal life and my personal relationship, I am really guarded. And so the idea of confiding in someone who's not my pastor or not another marriage counselor, because I myself am a certified marriage counselor. So I get nervous talking to people about my personal business. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you understand how that feels. So with Saving Your Marriage Before It Starts, you get professional quality help in a book right there in your home. You use the workbooks so that you and your husband or you and your partner can sit and work together through the exercises and practically your issues. And it's a great reference. My husband and I have been married for about 6 years, and we refer back to this book frequently. We go back to the exercises. As a matter of fact, we finished all of the exercises in the workbooks and went and bought new workbooks to revisit those exercises so we wouldn't have to like scribble over what we had done. And it's really good just because you want your marriage requires maintenance, and you can't just go and get the help one time and then everything's magically okay. As you change, as your partner changes, so will your marriage. And so you have to be able to and be willing to be committed to the maintenance of your marriage. You have to be willing to check in, and not just the checking in of, hey, I'm at such and such a spot, I'll be back at such and such a time. Not that type of checking in. This type of checking in is seeing where your marriage was, seeing where it is, and seeing where you want it to go. And so saving your marriage before it starts is perfect for that. It has 7 questions that help you address major issues of marriage. I'm going to list those questions for you in the form of topics. The first one is, have you faced the myths of marriage honestly? That chapter is going to help you with all of your preconceived notions about marriage and what you thought marriage was, how you came up with your preconceived notions. And it's going to help you work through those and address those. The second chapter is about identifying your love style. And the third one is about developing habits of happiness. Then you're going to talk about meaning what you say and understanding what you hear, which is very important. Sometimes we say things to our partner and we intend one thing, but they hear something completely different. You know how women always, we're good for saying this. It's not what you said, it's how you said it. Well, this particular question will help you work through that. And then the 5th topic is bridging the gender gap. That again it kind of expounds on the very first topic of dealing with the myths of marriage, except this one we deal with the gender stereotypes specifically. We go a little deeper into gender stereotypes. And then the 6th one is how to fight a good fight. Personal testimony, that one helps the most for me and my husband. We have 2 different ways that we come at conflict. And so there's just a lot of misfires when we would attempt to communicate with each other. And in this particular book, you learn how to fight a good fight, how to fight without hitting below the belt, how to fight without making the other one feel less than or negative, how to fight and still communicate the fact that you love this person. Because just because you disagree doesn't mean that you no longer love. You'll find that they often have nothing to do with each other. And then the last question is about being soulmates, and that delves into the spiritual part of marriage and how you need to connect and why it's important that you connect spiritually. And like I said, they have exercises within the book, and you can do those exercises together in the workbooks. The books and the workbooks can be bought directly at their website, which is drslesandleslie.com, I believe. Or you can buy them from Amazon or your local bookstore. But it's a wonderful investment, and I definitely am pro you getting this book. So stay tuned to YouTube. Keep checking back for the next book that we are going to discuss. And also feel free to leave comments at the bottom about whether or not you already have the book, or you're going to get the book, or you saw this video and went and got the book. And let's discuss how it has helped you, or how you hope it will help you, or any questions you may have about the exercises. I'm more than happy to help you with the exercises. And even guys, if you have questions about the exercises, be sure to put your questions down here too, because my husband will definitely be chiming in the comments to, give the male perspective and the male voice. See you next time, guys. Bye.